Now, just as the points which go to constitute space, all space is made up of points. But when you ask a scientist what is a point, he says a point is that which has no length and no breadth and no thickness. Then you ask him the question, what is a line? He says that a line is an aggregate of points, but it has length, no breadth and no thickness, but it has length all the same. Then you ask him the question, if there is no length in a point, if the length in a point is zero, then zeros added ad infinitum equal to zero. 1,000,000 zeros are equal to zero. You see? Then from where does this come in? Here again comes this problem of the mystic problem. It's right there in the foundations of science. You see, a line is composed of points, and a point has zero length, but a line has got length. Then 4 lines make a square. A square has length and breadth, no thickness of course, but a square is made up of lines. The lines are made up of points. Point has no length and no breadth. From where has this length and breadth come into the square? Then 6 squares go to make a cube. A cube is a solid body. A cube is a solid body. The cube has length, breadth and thickness. The cube is made up of squares. The squares are made up of lines. The lines are made up of points. And a point has no length and no breadth and no thickness. Which in the final analysis, every cube is made up of points. Here we are talking of space. So the foundations of space is zero entity. Then from where this tangibility in space or in physical bodies? This much about space. Now about time. When you analyze serial time, it is an aggregate of individual time instants, to use the term of science. Time instants. And every time instant is an individual now. But the nature of this individual now is that as soon as it comes into being, it vanishes. If you look at the clock or at your watch, wristwatch, and you say that the time is 9 hours, 25 minutes, 1 second. Now the moment you say this one, you perceive this 1 second, it is not there, and it will never come back. This instant of time will never return. It has passed into oblivion and it has passed into death. So the moment time comes into existence, it dies. This is serial time. Here again the mystic element comes in. If time is constituted of time instants which are of zero value as regards duration, then from where does come the permanence in the existence of those things which are spatio-temporal? Where from does come the permanence in history? That there is a past and there is a present, and of course man has always got in his mind the idea of the future. What is it that contains this past, present and future? So the philosophers try to go beyond serial time. They say that serial time is not the only form of time. There is another form of time also, and that is universal time. Universal time is the vehicle which holds serial time, which holds the past and the present and the future as a unity, as an organic unity. And unless past, present and future are viewed as an organic unity, it will be impossible for human beings to understand life. It will all be a state of confusion. Now, physical science is possible for human beings. Physical science would not be possible until and unless there is an element of permanence in time and in space. What is that element of permanence? Science cannot give an answer. And so the mystic comes in.